All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Check, check. Hey, what's going on, guys? Travis Petelle here. Just go up and go ahead, type something in that chat box there. Just make sure you guys can hear me. We're going to be talking a lot about selling products online, physical products, pretty much anything you can think of you're going to see. Who can see that question box there? Are we getting any answers there? Can people hear us?
Actually, I cannot see it on my side.
Okay, I think Sean's in that one.
Yes, and we have people saying, yep, we're here, I can hear you, we got a smiley face.
Awesome, awesome. All right, cool. All right, so let's go ahead and get started, guys. Travis Petelle here with Jason and Sean, the guys who are in charge of product pages. Definitely one of the best systems I've been using here to sell pretty much anything online. You've seen a lot of my case studies recently where we're selling tons of T-shirts, we're getting into cell phone covers. We're selling pretty much anything. If you want to sell ice cube trays, you can set that up to sell through this system. And it's all about just finding that niche where we're using a lot of social niches now, but finding that niche who needs something and providing that need to them. So today we're going to just talk a lot about that. Jason and Sean are going to dive into their system, show you all types of methods of how we're going to use product pages, how you're going to be able to sell these physical products with really not even ever having to touch them yourself. You don't want to, ever having to deal with third-party services or all that hassle in there. So thanks a lot for joining. I know you guys are going to get a lot from this. And you know, as you have questions, I'm sure we'll have a question period at the end, but go ahead and type them in the chat box as you go, and we'll get to them as it's important. So Sean, if you want to go ahead and take over.
Hey, thank you so much, Travis. Appreciate that. And yeah, this is going to be a little different than the other webinars because I'm actually down here in Nashville, where Travis is from, and we're sitting in the same apartment right now doing the webinar. So this is really cool. I'm excited, and I want to make sure that everyone can hear me loud and clear. So if you can, please, in the question box, tell me who your favorite band is. If you can hear me loud and clear, put in your favorite band. We'll see who's actually paying attention out there and if anyone can hear me. Metallica, Chicago, nice. You know what? Lately I'm going to have to go with, I've been listening to a lot of 311. Oh, we got the Beatles, we got Primus. All right, awesome, cool. Molly Hatchet. Oh, that's old school.
311's classic.
Yeah. Travis, can you see the favorite bands in the question box by any chance?
I don't have a question box, no. Okay,
cool. Yeah, we'll make sure we can. You can see the question boxes so everyone can get their questions answered throughout today's presentation. So, okay, well, let's jump right into it then. I want to be respectful of everybody's time. So before we really get into everything, I want to go over what we'll learn today, because really at the end of today, what we want you to do is to come out with a lot of actual, tangible content that you can put into action and you can put into your business starting today. So first we're going to cover why a $24,000 check was upsetting. And we're going to go over the missing pieces to that puzzle. We're going to go over how to turn a $10 shirt profit or a $10 profit from any item you sell online and turn that into $50. We're also going to cover how you get paid to build real assets. So this isn't something where you're building somebody else's business or you're using somebody else's platform. This is where you can really build your own business for the long term, not just for that one paycheck. And we'll give you a behind-the-scenes look at what we're doing now. You know, a 30,000-foot look, be over the shoulder, however you want to say it. We're really going to go in depth of what we're doing and some of the results that we've been having in our own business. So just a real quick intro from my side. I've been doing internet marketing for over 10 years, you know, all the way back to high school, and I have been a full-time internet marketer for the last 4 years online. I started doing local offline and taking clients, and over the last year or two, that's really shifted a lot in my focus. So I don't focus on servicing offline clients and local clients anymore. I'm doing more e-commerce stuff and doing some software development. So we're going to go over all that today. But I also want to bring on my business partner, Jason Ledbetter. Jason?
Hey, Sean, can you hear me okay?
I sure can, yep.
Cool. So my name is Jason Ledbetter, also known as Jason X, and I've been a consultant for the last 10 years. And just like Sean, I got into this more in the offline marketing and consulting local businesses. And in the past 3 years, I started a marketing and software company, and that's now a six-figure business. I've sold thousands and thousands of products. And here within the past 12 months, 2014, me and Sean's partnered up, and we've done a lot of physical product sales. And today on the call, we're going to show you, how we grew this business and how it's just exploded this year, and how you can do the same.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jason. All right, well, let's get right into it. There's a bunch of screenshots right here on the screen that you can see, and one was for $24,000, one was for $9,000. There's one on there for $23,000 and $8,000, $15,000, and it's kind of upsetting. And does anyone know why that might be upsetting to see numbers like this? This is going to be a very interactive call, guys, so go ahead and make sure that you're putting your answers in the question box, because I see everybody out there, and I want to thank you guys.
No buyer list. Used to see more income, no buyers list.
Okay. Well, obviously we have a pretty smart crew here on the call today. How many people out there have sold a T-shirt on Teespring or sold something on Amazon, have done any sort of selling online up to this point?
We're getting a bunch of yeses.
Yep.
A little.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Well, it doesn't matter where you are, whether you've been a heavy hitter on Teespring or if you just started to put together your own e-commerce business. We're going to go over everything here today. And everyone was right on the money. It's because we didn't have control over our business. And this is something that Jason and I have been talking about for a long, long time. It was really frustrating because we couldn't keep our own leads, even though we paid for them. So we're sending paid traffic, and we don't get to keep our leads or the people who purchase from us, which is a core part of every business, is being able to maintain and cultivate those relationships with your leads. The other huge issue was that we couldn't offer any upsells to our customers. So a lot of times if you buy, McDonald's, for an example, you go in, you get yourself a burger, and then they upsell you on the French fries or the bigger size soda or whatever it might be. That's the same thing in e-commerce. When you get a T-shirt for a pug, why not have a mobile phone cover? Why not offer them some stickers? Upsells are huge, and it's a way to absolutely boost that bottom line. So the big thing was we're also sick. I don't know if this has happened to anybody on the call here, but a lot of times we would have some really great campaigns that were getting a lot of sales on Teespring, and we're scaling those campaigns, and then all of a sudden sales would drop. And lo and behold, we'd go to our page, and there would be a completely different landing page that looked entirely different than the one that was selling previously. So they were using our paid traffic to do testing on different landing pages. So that was something that didn't really sit right with us. And, on top of that, we're getting campaigns removed without notice. So we're sending paid traffic to these shirts or different products, and all of a sudden they were gone. And we had no notice. So there were a lot of missing pieces with what we were doing. Granted, as you can see from the previous slide, we were profitable, but there was still a lot to be desired when it came to building the business the way we wanted to build it.
Oh yeah, I mean Teespring, you have a lot of opportunity there, but without those upsells, the buyer list, all that things, you're really putting a ceiling on your business. You need the control to be able to grow.
Exactly. And anyone who watched Travis's case study, the 20-minute video he sent out, I watched it front to back. I told him before this call, I'm like, that was crazy. That was full of content. I learned a ton of stuff by watching that. And you can see from his numbers that, when you put those pieces together, they really start to add up. So Jason and I decided that we needed to make a change. We needed to do something different. Even though we were profitable, there were still issues. We weren't earning as much as we could. We weren't getting the buyer leads. We needed to create a solution out of necessity for our business, and that's when things got real interesting. Who wants to see a few stats just from the initial test that we were doing? I got to hear from everybody out there. I see Annette out there, and Bob and Bree. I see Carolyn and Dan, Dustin, Gary, Greg.
We got a bunch of yeses, even a few hell yeses.
All right. Now we're talking. Now I'm getting fired up. So there was a huge momentum switch. And the reason why was because we all of a sudden had control over everything. We were able to change ad copy on the fly. We were able to put whatever kind of branding we wanted. And we actually found much, much higher conversions on our initial test runs when we first started sending paid traffic. But it wasn't just T-shirts, and that was really the big eye-opener. So, for instance, what we have here is a retro camera case that we had offered to photography, people that were into photography, whether they were wedding photographers or freelance or just liked to do photography as a hobby. And we ended up getting 7% conversion rates, and that's on sales. So we got over 41 sales and 977 opt-ins. So I could show you, these landing pages all day, but, I want to also show you how we can turn $10 profit into 50. And the way we do that is by keeping all of our leads. And we can also offer multiple items on the upsell. And that's not just right away. That's also, further down the sales sequence. So the results were multiple orders, huge increase in our profits, especially with our profit per customer. And the other cool thing was we were getting paid on every single sale. There were no tipping points. There were no long payout processes. We knew exactly what we were getting, and every sale went right to our account. So we're getting paid to build our own assets. So here's something I added just before we jumped in the call, and I want everyone to take a real close look at this. And here are just two examples from sales that we've processed today. This wasn't something from a month ago or 6 months ago. These orders were actually processed on November 4th, 2014. The one was at 8:47, the other one was at 8:49. These are two separate transactions from two separate customers, but if everyone can look, you can see that they ordered 3 products on the shopping cart on the right, or I'm sorry, on the left for $46, and on the right they purchased 2 products for $36. So you're taking that $10 profit on a T-shirt and you're multiplying that in the very first transaction that you have with your customer. And again, that is from earlier today. Now, in fact, here's a quick screenshot, and I'm not doing this to show off or to gloat to you guys. I just want to show you how passionate we are about what we're doing and how well it works. We've done over 35 transactions today alone on November 4th as of 12:35 Central Time, I believe. We're in Central Time, right, Travis? Nashville Central Time?
Yeah, Central Time.
So we're only halfway through the day, and we've already done 35 transactions that range in anywhere from $18 all the way up to $54 per transaction. So that's pretty powerful stuff. Can everyone see that and see the power in that?
Getting a bunch of yeses here.
Definitely.
All right, yep. All right, thank you, Dustin. Troy, can you hear me okay? Somebody said they lost some audio. I want to make sure I'm coming in nice and clear for everybody here. All right, thanks, Dan, Gary, awesome. So I want to show you a simple ad that we set up and basically how we got those sales from the photographers. And I'm going to go through this somewhat quick because we have a lot of great stuff to cover here today, but it's very, very basic. And this is what we use for every campaign since we started doing this. So nothing has changed here. We use the same type of ad, the same kind of structure. We put that red border on everything. We give them a chance to win one of the retro camera cases. And what happens when they click on that? They get sent to the landing page you see on the right. Enter to win a free retro camera case. And the way you can do that is by targeting photographers that own a Galaxy S3. So you're layering and really diving into that niche interest. Here are a few examples of the Facebook targeting that we use for this. And the one, for instance, was just basic interest, but it wasn't people who just liked photography. We dug a little deeper and found niches like Better Photography Magazine International League of Conservation Photographers, freelance photography, Professional Photographers of America, and that's just for interest. And now what a lot of people overlook is also going for the job title. So you can see 9,200 people ages 21 and older that own a Samsung Galaxy S3 have the job title as a photographer or sports photographer. You can see it, and it's actually cut off. There was a lot of other job titles here, but you can start to see where you can really scale this to other phone types, to other job niches. And this is one of many, many niches. And I know, Travis, you do a lot of the profession-based stuff as well. Do you jump into the job titles?
Oh, definitely, yeah. Both angles, especially when we're scaling. I mean, looking at your targeting right there, you can definitely see why you have success. I mean, the more angles of interest you're targeting, the better those ads are going to do. So here you're hitting that one type of phone, you're hitting that age group, you're hitting the job title and the interest. So those ads are definitely going to produce great results because those people want to see what you're offering them. That's the great thing about this, that you can dial it down that far.
Yeah, absolutely. And the one thing that was left out from this was also, so people will do interest in job titles, but field of study. A lot of people completely overlook field of study. And it doesn't matter, like people think field of study might be accounting, and it is, but even for field of study, people will put photography or freelance photographer. That's still a way to drill even more people that haven't been reached yet. And that's something a lot of people don't even know about in the Ads Manager. But that's just one example of how we can really dive deep with our niches. So once they do opt in, we send them to a thank you page, and the thank you page has the post from Facebook embedded. So it tells the people once they opt in, oh, thanks a lot, we sent you an email, but before you go check your email, make sure you like and share this post. And if you look at the bottom of the screen, we had 18,000 people see that ad 100% for free. Organic, and it's through people sharing and liking this exact post on the thank you page. It's really easy to do. At the top right-hand corner of your post, you can get an embed code and put it right there on your thank you page. And this has been the result of a lot of free traffic. So this is something not a lot of people do, not a lot of people teach, but the results are very, very, very beneficial. So let's go over the sales page. And if you take a look right off the bat, you see all the social share buttons at the top right-hand side of the sales page. You also have the big discount with the free shipping. We talk about how you can't get it in stores. Very basic ad copy, but it's ad copy that has worked for us time and time again. We also have the big call to action button. We have the timer and the scarcity. So everything that has been proven to work with millions and millions of dollars and millions of visitors on other platforms, we've integrated into our own solution, but we have complete control. So this is where things really start to scale up, when you can control this type of thing in your business.
And you're right, this page does convert very well. Whenever you first showed me the case study on the cell phone case here, I mimicked all the way through. The thank you page looks the same. The sales page, we're selling different products, obviously, but it converts extremely well.
Yeah, and it's not just for camera cases. It's not just for T-shirts. It's for pretty much across the board. When you have that special offer and you put a limited time on it, it really gets people to take action. So how many leads did we get? How many sales were we getting? How is this done? This is just another quick screenshot to show some of the results. On the left-hand side, this was taken about 2 weeks ago, I believe, and it shows 5,700 subscribers for one of our Aweber accounts. And again, this screenshot was taken 2 weeks ago. Right now, it's closer to 25,000. So in the last 2 weeks, we've added 20,000 people to our list. And on the right-hand side, we have 75,000. So Aweber, it's not cheap to have your list on Aweber, but when you can reach out and touch 100,000 different customers, the results are pretty powerful. And this was, the screenshot below is from October 1st to 21st. We did over $10,000. just in those 3 weeks. So we just want to show you what's possible and what you can do when you reach outside the realm of T-shirts. So we did decide to open this up to a few other people. You know, Jason and I were having such great success with it. You know, we wanted to share it with a few other marketers. Now, we kept it pretty internal and pretty private, but we gave it to a guy named Frank Salinas. And if anyone knows Frank, he's the one that started all the name campaigns on Facebook a long time ago. So he's a go-getter. We knew he would be somebody that would take advantage of having this kind of opportunity to add the upsells and have your own funnel. And he said, my best shirt is converting at 28%. He said the sales are coming in way easier and more often now compared to before. So imagine not having to tip. I know that they moved down the tipping goal to 5 shirts, but imagine not having to worry about that and getting paid on every single sale. On the left-hand side, it shows his T-shirt sales for that one campaign, and I think he was at 64 there, if I can see it right, and he did over $1,000. But 28% conversions on shirts. That is wild. Dylan Kingsbury also used it, and instead of shirts, Dylan went for the mobile phone covers. So Dylan went and he set up a funnel, and within 72 hours, he was already at $150 profit a day. And what's cool is he gives us exact figures here for all of his opt-ins, for his ad spend, the total amount of sales, and the cost. So he brought in $198, and it cost him $33 to fulfill, so $148 per day, and that's within 72 hours. So you can really get some massive results here when you start to take control of your own business and add your own sales funnels. So this is what Jason and I have been working on for the last 7 to 9 months. It's called product pages. And what we can do with product pages, we can take payments on every single order. So no more tipping points. We capture every single lead. And on top of their email, we also get their physical address. This is huge and opens up so many doors when it comes to growing your business. The other cool thing is we own our own branding. It's not on somebody else's platform. Whatever niche you're in, you can brand that and add your own domain, your own graphics. You have complete control. And it's hands-off fulfillment. So everything is done and fulfilled outside using our third-party T-shirt fulfillment center. And you can do hybrid sales funnels. So you could do a T-shirt that goes into a recurring monthly membership for a specific niche. It's really, the possibilities are limitless with this.
It's cool you mentioned just the physical address, because actually today I have Sam, who's my project lead on this. We sold a bunch of Pug Mama decals I showed in a case study about 2 weeks ago or a week ago, and we had about 53 orders, and he's mailing them out today to the physical address, but we included a little pamphlet in there from Doggy Deals that gives them a coupon code for the rest of our products, the little T-shirts with the Pug T-shirt. So that's going to go through effect on the physical address as well in the next week or two. So yeah, a lot of things you can do with all this stuff for sure.
So instead of me doing all this talking, do people actually want to see it and see how it's done and see how you can set this up in your own business? I'm going to need some yeses out there. See, all right. Thank you, Dan.
Bring it.
Bree says, bring it. Hell yes, sure. Yes. All right. Well, let's jump into it. And let me pull up. This is just one of our sites here I want to emphasize. So let me rearrange this here. And it's called tstrong.com. So initially, we got this domain with the intention of doing shirts, but it kind of catapulted into a lot of other products. And since then, we use this as kind of our demo domain. We have other domains, dozens of domains that we use for our different niches. So just for example, let's go to pages and add new. And I'll show you how you can set up a t-shirt with an upsell within a matter of minutes here. So we'll type in product pages shirt. And we'll make this template the T-shirt king. That is our third-party fulfillment. And here you have your options for the timers, for the different products. So you can see right here, everything is preloaded. This is what's worked best for us, and it's automatically in there. You can go through, obviously, and customize it to your liking, or you can just plug and play, and it makes it really easy to get set up and to scale your funnels doing this. So we'll type in 11,714, and then I have to grab my ID. So the deal, what did we say? That will expire on the 7th. So you pick your expiration date, and then we'll put in only 4 left. We'll put that stock bar up to 95. And it's very intuitive. If you see the question marks here, it will tell you exactly where that text shows up and where that's going to appear on your sales page. So then we'll put in our ID right here. And as soon as you do that, it pops up your t-shirt. So for this example, we're just going to do one color. And I'm going to upload images of the men's shirt and the ladies' shirt for our product pages shirt here. All right, so there's one. Thank you. I think that was John. He just said, "This is awesome." Yeah, this is what we've been doing, and this is what's been working in our business here. Just being able to set up these funnels and add any kind of content that we want, any kind of product that we want. So I just added the men's shirt. You can do as many colors. There's no limitations to the amount of colors or the amount of products that you can use with this. All right, there's the women's shirt. And then right here is where we can put our upsell link, but we didn't make our upsell yet. So let's not, we won't do anything with that. So then I'll save the page. And once this reloads, I think with GoToWebinar it's running a little slower, but so check out our page that we just made in a matter of a few minutes here. It's at tstrong.com/productpageshirt-3. So we have our header up here, our social share buttons on the right-hand side, and then our sales copy, and then we have our deal countdown. And on the last one it was black. This one we did all different colors, and there's 7 different styles that you can use. The price, we have our sizing guide, and then we have all the different types of shirts that range from youth sizes all the way up to 6XL sizes, and that was done in a matter of minutes. But let's take it one step farther, and let's add an upsell. So when they buy a Product Pages t-shirt, why not get the matching mug as an upsell?
Gotta buy the mug if you buy the shirt. You know, it only makes sense.
No reason to get the shirt if you're not getting the mug.
All right. And over here we're going to pick other products. And we'll upload a picture of that mug.
And while Sean's doing that, as you can see, when Sean picked other products, it opened up new options, you know, for the other products tab. So when you pick the t-shirt template, it opens up the t-shirt options below, and when you pick other products, it opens up the other products options below. So it's, you know, very customizable and easy kind of step-by-step process.
Whoops, I had myself muted. Yep, so we'll insert that picture. And you know what, for this one, let's change the countdown timer. I really like this countdown timer here, so we'll add that one. Yeah, and we were talking with James Sides, and he was saying how he bought a piece of software that just had the different styles of timers, and that was a completely different product that he bought to implement. And that, I mean, all these counters are included with this, so it's pretty cool to have that kind of customization. So let's go ahead and post that in. Wait, 40% off the mug. We'll put in our expiration, not sold in stores, to the 14th. And we'll say almost sold out. So you can go ahead and do any split test that you want on different ad copy and different stock warning text. And you can do it on the fly too, which is cool. We'll do $9.99 and we'll do free shipping. You can change the buy button color in the border. You can add your own custom buy button, but just for this example, we'll keep it simple. And for the upsell, we're going to remove the header and the footer. And the reason why we do this is because right after they buy that initial shirt, we just want them focused in on that deal where they can get the mug for 40% off immediately right away. So here is the upsell. As soon as they purchase the shirt, they'll go through and buy the shirt, and it will bring them right over to this page where they can get the mug. And you can see that custom timer right here, the price, almost sold out, everything that we just customized previously. Is that cool? Do people see value in that and how that could help their business?
Yeah, I mean, you literally just set up a funnel, in less than 5 minutes, with proven sales copy, with a scarcity timer. You got the same layout as the popular platforms that spent millions on testing and sold over 6 million products. So this is a proven layout all the way from the design of the buy button to the colors to the bar, the scarcity bar underneath the buy button. All this is a proven layout to sell product from social media traffic or any type of traffic, really.
Yeah, and we're getting a lot of people saying, this is awesome, I love this, I'm starting to do it, but this looks easy even for a beginner to do. I've bought stuff like this before, but this is sweet. Thank you, John. Yeah, this is something that, like I said earlier, has been in development for a long time because it's something that Jason and I needed for our own business. And once we started showing other people and they started using it, that's when we decided to open it up and let a few other people check it out as well. So let's jump back into the slides here, and we'll take all your questions later, but I still have some things to go over. So what we're going to do is we are going to offer this to people to have and to use in their own business. Now, what we're going to do for a special is unlimited domains. So people can use it on their own site, on their personal site, commercial sites. If you have any clients, any offline clients or any other clients, you can use product pages on their sites. You get all the functionality. You get the upsells. We have coupon code integrations. We'll be adding more APIs as they become available for other hands-off fulfillment. You get lifetime access to the Mastermind and case studies and scripts and graphics. We didn't even go over any of that yet, but when we'll go over that in a bit. But we're doing that for $297 per year. And I mean, think about it this way: that's 30 T-shirts, or that's 10 transactions with upsells. We'll cover that fee every single year. But because this isn't open to the public yet, and because we're still adding a few people so that we can use the software and make it even better, what we are going to do for Travis and for everyone on this call, we are going to offer 30 licenses for a one-time payment of $97. And the reason why we're doing this is we want other people to experience product pages, to use it to grow their business, to make this even better than it already is. So if you want to be one of those 30 people, you can go ahead and jump to productpages.co/Travis to be one of the first 30.
Yep, and that's just a one-time payment, instead of the yearly payment of $297. This is a one-time payment of $97, and you get in for a lifetime. So you're going to get all the updates, You're going to be a part of the Mastermind community where there's constantly proven campaigns and case studies and strategies that we all mastermind. All the API vendors that we're going to add in the future, you get all those updates for no cost, for locking yourself in at the $97 one-time payment. But Sean, we got a lot of questions coming in, so I just wanted to kind of go to the question box and answer a few of these questions.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you can go ahead, Jason, and ask the questions on the call so everyone can hear them and I can hear them. I don't have the question box pulled up, but I wanted to pull up this stat real quick from some of the T-shirts we've been doing outside of Teespring. This is over 437 shirts sold, $6,800 in revenue. And this is stuff that we're doing now. So, all right, yeah, what are some of the questions that we can answer, Jason?
Yeah, so Dan's asking, does the fulfillment only work for T-shirts? So, Dan, I'll answer that question. So basically we have an API connection with a T-shirt fulfillment center. So you're able to sell T-shirts just kind of like a platform like Teespring. You're able to upload your images, your T-shirt products into product pages, and whenever you sell them from product pages, those details go automatically to the fulfillment center, and they print and ship the shirt to your customer. That's white label. So when they ship the shirt out, there's no branding from the fulfillment center. It's completely white labeled. And with that fulfillment center, they only offer T-shirts. Now they are looking to expand that, but at the moment they do offer T-shirts. As far as selling other products, the API is just one way to sell T-shirts. Like we're showing in this webinar call, we're doing phone cases and different things like that, and that's just doing basic product arbitrage. We're going to places like eBay, and we're finding vendors, and we're basically just taking the product from eBay, putting it on product pages, and bumping up the price. So we're finding a phone case for $5 on eBay, and we're selling it for $20 on product pages. And whenever we get an order on product pages, we just turn around and order it from eBay. So, there's unlimited amount of product that you can sell. You can either use the API for the shirts, or you can even sell outside of the API and sell anything, phone cases, any type of physical product that you source.
Yeah, I'd also like to add that one of the huge benefits to using the fulfillment center with the T-shirt is that as soon as they order, they'll have their shirt within a couple days. They ship very fast. So when they order, they don't have to wait 2 weeks for the tipping point to be reached and for everything to close out, and then they go into production, and then they wait another 2 weeks. They get their shirt within that week sent to them, which is huge for follow-up. If you have other sales sequences and other products and other services to offer, they have their shirt, they're happy, nothing is branded, and you have the opportunity to continue that relationship.
T-shirt gang is very good at that, and their quality of shirt's very good too.
Yeah, for sure. And discussing, I see some questions about like the mobile phone fulfillment for the covers. The way that I work it is pretty simple. Anytime we get an order from one of our pages, it automatically gets sent and forwarded to my virtual assistant, and they handle all the orders. So I don't even see any of the orders or touch any of the orders. Basically, I just set up the funnel. We match up the demographics with whatever niche we're going after, and then we can do the phone cover and have numerous upsells that are daisy chained together to offer on the back end. All right, let's see. Troy said he just purchased. Well, welcome, Troy. Welcome. Make sure that you join the Mastermind. That has been huge for me and for a lot of people in the group. And in fact, Travis actually shared something in the Product Pages Mastermind. I think it was last month, and it was basically a scalable design that he was having success with. And that was something I took and ran with, actually. And over the last, I don't even know if I've told you this, Travis, but in the last like 3 to 4 weeks, ever since you gave us that design, it's just been selling week after week, and I've made a lot of sales.
I'm glad you ran with it, man. Definitely. I still sell them too.
So it's just cool that Mastermind is worth it alone just to be a part of that, to see what's working, how people are setting up their funnels, how you can escape from just doing shirts and turn that into shirts and mobile covers and other products. So definitely.
What did Dylan do there to his survival seeds? I love that one. It's just you can sell anything you find out there.
Yeah, that was great. I love that example. And that is also in the Mastermind area. Bree, welcome. She said she's in. Awesome. Now, I don't have, people are asking how many of the licenses are left, and I don't have that pulled up in front of me, but I think there will still be some spots. If you do still want to jump in, you go to productpages.co/Travis, and if you see the buy button, you're in. It's still available. John says purchased. Awesome. Welcome, John. Thank you. Let's go on to, let's do a testimonial here that we got from Don Wilson. Now, everyone knows Don Wilson. He is the king of funnels, whether it's for his own online products or all of his offline stuff. And he said that it solves a lot of problems. The price is crazy. They should be charging monthly. If you're doing shirts, it's a no-brainer. You can sell on a totally different level. It does upsells, lead collection, fulfillment. He said he highly recommended it if you haven't picked it up yet. So he was able to do some really cool stuff. Don turned a shirt purchase into a hybrid funnel where he was putting people in a recurring membership. He was also offering other things in that sales funnel. So it was really cool to see. It's basically up to your own imagination where you can take things with product pages. And it was great to see Don Wilson use it and do so well with it. All right, I'm jumping into the questions box here to answer any more questions. I'm sure I'm probably going to miss a few guys, so if you could chime in with any questions that we can answer. Let's see, Gary, awesome. Yeah, get that set up. He said he got it back when Don Wilson had that initial offer for product pages over a month ago. Julie says, how much knowledge do you need to work it? Well, we have very, very in-depth theme documentation that brings you through every step just to get it set up. And there's a one-click install that can get you set up pretty quick. I don't know if Jason wants to talk about that, but he made it insanely easy to get this up and running on your website.
It's very simple. If you can run WordPress, you can easily run this theme for sure.
Bob says, got it, man. Awesome. Gary said, just requested to be a part of the Mastermind. Wonderful. Okay, cool. Let's move along here. And here's another example of turning $10 into $50, sometimes more than that. So in this sequence, you see that the customer purchased at 7:44 a.m. And then 10 minutes later, Larry purchased again. And then 2 minutes after that, Larry purchased again. So it turned a $10 front-end customer, into a $50 to $60 customer just from offering those congruent upsells after that initial purchase. All right, so let's jump back into the questions. Let's see, already purchased. Awesome, welcome. It's all based on WordPress. Yes, Julie, yep. So what you'll do is when you get access, you just install the theme and click the one-click install, and then from there you can go through and customize your pages, kind of like I showed just just earlier with making that product pages T-shirt and mug. It's as simple as uploading your pictures, adding the price, making sure everything is up to your specifications and your own branding, and then going live with it and sending that traffic to it. All right, we have Patricia asking, if you're doing shirts, how do you pick up other products to sell? She says she likes this Webby. Thanks, Patricia. So it all depends on your niche. If you're doing something, for fishermen, for instance, you could start off with a mobile phone cover. You could start off with a T-shirt. It really doesn't matter, just something that would appeal to that demographic. And then after they purchase, say if they purchase that T-shirt for $20, you instantly get paid on that t-shirt sale. It goes right to your account, so you have that money to put back into ad spend, or you have that money to reinvest back in your business immediately instead of having to wait to get a payout. But then once they do purchase that t-shirt for $20, you get your payment, but they also get sent to, a follow-up where it's an insider's guide to catching, the biggest fish possible. I'm coming up with a random example, but basically, something that would relate to that fisherman t-shirt. Or you can offer them a special lure or anything along those lines. So anything that's congruent with that offer that your niche would enjoy, you can put that into the funnel to offer it for them. So hopefully that clears up your question a little bit.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yep, we can hear you.
I got knocked off, so I'm back on.
Oh.
I don't know if anybody missed me or not, but
I was wondering why you're so quiet.
Yeah, I got knocked off. I got the blue screen out of nowhere.
Oh, no.
The worst.
All right. Yeah. Well, Jason, do you want to talk about just the install? People were saying they don't have a lot of experience with WordPress and whatnot. Could you talk about getting set up?
Yeah, sure. And also, I don't see the questions anymore, so if we can get those turned back on so I can see them. But yeah, so I mean, as far as setting up the theme, it's super easy to set up. One good thing about working with Sean and I is I've been developing WordPress themes for the past several years, and through that experience, I've learned how to make themes as user-friendly as you can possibly make them. And we also have a quick one-click install feature, so the second you upload your WordPress theme, you literally just hit one button that says quick one-click install, and within 7 seconds you're going to have your entire e-commerce store set up for you. And then all you have to do is go in there just like Sean did in the demo, and when you click add new page, you just select the template. So you're either going to sell a shirt and you select the shirt template, or you're going to sell another product outside of that shirt template API and you just select other product, and then all the options pop up, and the sales copy and everything is already pre-populated with content, so you can just go in there and tweak and edit as you like. We also have support documentation, detailed instructions with screenshots where you can just follow the steps and see exactly what to do. And also, we have a support desk, and I don't mean a support desk that me and Sean works at part-time when we have time just to jump in there like other product creators. What I mean is we actually have support staff. We have full-time staff that answers support tickets. Last time I checked, I think the average response was like 2.5 hours, 2 to 3 hours. And, our support techs, they will help you out. If they need to log into your WordPress, if they need to set something up for you, their job is to provide help and service for you. That's what they get paid to do. And if they ever run into a problem that they can't fix, well, there's a system for that, so they can escalate that up to the developers, and then the developer will actually go in and fix whatever's necessary. So don't worry if you don't have a lot of WordPress experience, because you don't need it. The key is if you're motivated and you're willing to take action and reach out for help when you need to, then you're going to have no problem whatsoever. And if we prove that with the members that we have now, some of them have no WordPress experience and they're already up and running and have a store going.
Yeah, and touching on that, you guys might recognize that handsome fella on the screen there, and what I liked about what Travis said about this was the fact that he could get rid of his monthly Shopify fee, and that resonated with us because with the amount of niches that we're in and with the amount of volume that we're doing, we would have to pay Shopify a monthly fee of $179. That's over $2,000 a year to use their platform.
That doesn't even count the apps for the upsells and all that stuff too. You got to pay more monthly to have an upsell on Shopify.
Yeah, so while Shopify is a great solution for some people, for what we were doing in our business and the volume that we have and for our revenue goals, we just needed a better solution than paying somebody ongoing $2,000+ a year. So that's what I really liked about what Travis had to say about it. So here's what else I'm going to do, and this is something that you're not going to find, first of all, anywhere else. The software is not available to the general public, and we are opening it up to 30 people. But here is a bonus. So for those people who stayed on the call, and I see you all those people out there. I see Roger and Tim and Troy, and Rick and Patricia and Mike and Martin. What I'm going to do is actually go through and provide an in-depth case study on the mobile covers. So a lot of people have questions about doing physical products, and a lot of people are scared to do physical products because they have to, they feel like they need to import from China, or, they need to have boxes of inventory in their basement. And I mentioned earlier, I don't touch inventory. I never touch the product, and I've been selling, upwards to $500 to $800 of profit every single day in mobile covers. And then that gets my buyers list that I put into a sales sequence. So it's a whole system. It's not too intricate to implement once you have the formula down. So I'm going to share that with those first 30 people. I think there are some spots left if you do want to jump on that one-time fee instead of the yearly fee, and you also want to get that bonus case study. It's going to be in video form, so you can go through and see exactly how I do it over my shoulder, how I find the products, how I source the products, how I get that sent directly to my outsourcer to get that fulfilled, while all I do is go through and build the funnels and tweak the sequence. So I just wanted to add that. I told Travis right before the call that I wanted to add that in, and this is the first time, other than one other call, that I've offered this. So it's never been shared publicly. It's never been shared even in the Mastermind group. This hasn't been shared before. So hopefully you can see some value in that, and I know it's going to help anyone who's wants to expand their business, especially with physical products.
Hey, Sean, if you could right-click on my name and just put organizer, and then I can see the questions coming in.
All right.
Just to expand on what Sean was saying, it just shows that we're dedicated to your success. We know that you're coming from Travis's group, and he provides a lot of value, and has your best interests at heart, and we want to continue with that ourselves. So not just are you going to already get everything else for the $97 one-time payment, but Sean really wants to provide this extra case study so you can really get off in the right foot.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go through a few other questions. If you have any questions, we're on the call live now. Definitely put out your questions so we can get those answered. Let's see. So Dan, he says he's in, and he's also platinum. Wonderful. I was wondering about the base cost. So that's a great question. So the base cost stays the same. So whether you sell 1 T-shirt or 50 T-shirts, you'll have a base cost for the type of shirt and for the color. So for instance, if that product pages shirt, if we sold that for $20, I would receive $10 profit from that. So that is the base. Doesn't matter how many colors you have on the shirt. It's not going to go up. You're not all of a sudden going to have to pay $14 per shirt if you only sell 5 of them. You're going to have that steady profit margin of $10 per shirt, depending on how you price it. So I've seen shirts priced up to $25. So it's really a matter of how you price your shirts and what you have to follow up with an upsell. Roger said he's in. Awesome, Roger.
Hey guys, I just want to comment that there's already 10 copies gone. So if you really want to get in on the special offer, go ahead and buy now before the 30 spots are gone. As far as we're going to continue to answer your questions. If you just see the opportunity, based on the call, based on what we're showing you, if you're like, yes, I get it, I see the opportunity here, and I want to be a part of it, then go ahead and buy now so you can.
Oh, I think he just got cut off.
Documentation. We have case studies, and we also have the Facebook Mastermind group. Sean, have you showed the Facebook group, the Mastermind, how active it is, the type of knowledge that gets dropped in there daily?
We've talked about it, but we didn't actually jump in it. Let me jump in the Mastermind group real quick. So let me go to...
Well, also these guys, I mean, Sean and Jason, they're, like I said, it's out for your best interest. They're creating this program for us, so that it's best for us marketing whatever it is we want to market. So it's cool that you can jump in on this step too. So if you have something that you think needs to be added that will help, then make the suggestion. These guys are definitely open to all those type of ideas.
Yeah, and to expand on that, the very first post here is from Jason with a major announcement by Product Pages, which is adding new features, and this is all from suggestions and for different ideas that people had in the Mastermind group. We've already made major upgrades to the software and added some very cool functionality. For instance, anytime somebody buys one of your products, whether it's $1 or whether it's $30, whatever it is, you automatically get that buyer lead added to your autoresponders. So you get the name and email and address automatically added. So you don't have to have them opt in. You don't have to have them confirm anything. You get your buyer data right away instantly. Let's scroll down. Basically, people are asking questions. People are giving, different case studies. Here's a case study from Dylan about his survival seeds, and it's a very in-depth video about his case study. It's a 12-minute video showing his entire funnel and how he's building that out. And it's a very active thread. There's 24 comments on there. So yeah, very active group. And here's another post about making another update to the software. So the Mastermind group really, it's a great place to mastermind with everybody. I'm going to take a sip of water for 1 second.
Yeah, I mean the Mastermind group really is worth $97 just alone being in the Mastermind group. There's tons of Masterminds that you see that are $97 and they're just a Mastermind. With us, it's really something special. I mean, we have people in the Mastermind that's selling T-shirts, that's selling phone covers and other physical products, and we mastermind. We share case studies. We show daily results like money in and money out, and everyone in there has each other's back. We're really trying to create something amazing here. Like Sean said in the beginning, we created this out of a need in our own business. So one thing that you're going to find a little bit different with Product Pages than other products is we didn't create this to sell, just to sell to make money from user sales. We created this because we needed this in our own business. So we just wanted to open it up to more people so you could benefit. We found a real big need in the marketplace. There's a lot of frustration with other platforms and not being able to collect your own leads and sending paid traffic to other platforms, basically being an affiliate of your own product. If you're ready to go from a hobby to a business, then Product Pages is for you. If you're still doing other platforms where you cannot collect your customer details, you cannot build a list, and you're sending traffic to somebody else's platform that they can retarget and sell to later on, you're building their business. You're not building your own business. And it's okay to start on those other platforms. All of us started on those other platforms, but then it was time to go from a hobby to a real business. And that's what Product Pages gives you, is your own real business that you can have up and going. And you also have partners like in the Mastermind group that are here to help you and help with your questions and give you the answers that you need. So if this sounds like something that you're interested in, then get in now, because this is a great opportunity. As Sean showed, we've made so many updates to Product Pages, and we're continuing to add updates. Just like we have the support tech team on the support desk, we have a development team. We have development meetings once a week where we discuss new features and we implement those features. So it's a very exciting time to get into Product Pages. And this really is the future of e-commerce, is doing the hands-off fulfillment. I mean, how cool is it that you can own an e-commerce business and sell all these products and you don't even have to touch them? You just set up the product page, you push traffic to it, and then the product just is shipped from the source or the fulfillment center. Hands-off fulfillment.
It's very cool. I mean, like we were saying earlier, you have a ceiling on your business without these assets like a buyer's list or the upsell. I mean, there's 3 really ways to make more money, and if you're using Teespring and things like that, you're really only relying on one where you're looking for new customers. Now, if we have Product Pages with upsells and buyer's leads, we're able to add those other two ways to make money, which are either have an order, one buyer buy more things, or you have that buyer buy more often over the long period of time. And with the buyer's list and that upsell, we do that, and that's exactly how you eliminate that ceiling, and you can have, you can sell anything and go beyond.
Yeah, absolutely. And I want to talk about the slide on the screen right now where it says no risk, results guaranteed. Now, we're not saying that, you can come check this out, tire kicker, do whatever you need, and then, get a refund. What we're saying is, if you do use product pages, if you have been selling on Teespring, if you are just getting started, if you can go through this and be a part of the mastermind and watch the case studies, and if you can implement that, you will make back that $97 in no time. Dylan made that $150 per day profit funnel in 72 hours. So we're just so passionate about the power and what you can do with product pages that, we want to have you on board. So if you are nervous about, getting that first sale or getting that first 10 sales, you can jump on board, and if it doesn't work out for you, you'll get a full refund, no questions asked, but, we'll guarantee ROI on your investment here because we're doing a lot of volume, and we've been working on this and in this for many, many months. So just wanted to touch on that. What other questions do we have out there while we still have people on the call? There's still a lot of you out there, so if you have any questions, feel free to put them in. I see out there Cynthia and Dee and Dustin and Gary and Jeff and Greg, Patricia, Mike. Let me go through. Somebody asked a question about other funnels, not just one that I made for product pages. Who wants to see an actual funnel, the one that I ran paid traffic to? The one that we were getting those 7% conversions on. Does anyone want to see that funnel? All right, yeah, let's jump into that. Let's show that real quick. Let me go back here. All right, so here is for the retro camera case, the one that I showed you earlier that got 7% conversions, and that was back when we first started it. So what we've subsequently done we've taken this niche of photographers because we already have the targeting dialed in. We already have that proven audience that we know buys, this particular case. And we scaled it to the Galaxy S4 and the S5 and the Note 3 and the Note 2 and the iPhone 4 and the iPhone 5, even iPhone 6. So we're able to take this and replicate it, 7, 8, 9, 10 times to other audiences that we know are a proven winner. And that has been tremendously successful. And once you get this set up, it's all a matter of scaling it. And another interesting thing that I wanted to point out was we started off testing this at $16, and it took off. We did really, really well with sales. We have since boosted the price to $18. If you remember that screenshot from earlier today that I showed you, the majority were $18, and then we had all the upsells. So it's actually selling better at a higher price point. The amount that it cost us to fulfill it is anywhere from $3 to $6 to fulfill that on an $18 purchase. And again, that's not with having 1,000 of them in our basement. That's with having it drop shipped directly to the customer. We never see it. It gets taken care of. So once they buy this case, whether it's for their S3 or whatever type of phone that they have, they get brought to an upsell. And if they're a photographer, they might enjoy a shirt like this. So once they purchase, wait, you can get this shirt for 40% off. So we have this shirt. It's only $14. Warning, at any time I could snap. And they get sent to this page directly after purchasing that mobile cover. So we did this as an upsell. We had a few different colors. We have the sizes all the way from youth sizes, from extra small up to 6XL, which I know on some platforms is non-existent. So you have a lot of options with that. And that was a simple funnel that we started with. And since then, we've been able to add a buyer sequence where every buyer that purchases the phone cover, whether they get the T-shirt or not, is added into another 2-week follow-up sales sequence with different offers and other content. So that's an example of a live funnel that we've sent a lot of traffic to, and it's done really, really well.
We got some more questions coming in now. So the upsell physical products are not hands-off fulfillment. We have to order product, process, payments. Yes. Well, you don't have to ship it out. I mean, basically, you would go to the source and order the product. So if you sell a product for 20, you go to the source and you order it for 10, and they ship it out for you. I assume the shirts are DTG printed, direct to garment, with T-shirt gang.
Yes, yes. T-shirt gang, we've been working very closely with them over the last several months. And right now we're doing the direct to garment. So you get paid on every sale, and it doesn't matter if you sell one shirt or 20 shirts, it stays the same price. So the DTG, it's very, very high quality. They're shipped out fast. I've even printed out several product pages shirts through T-shirt gang. And I still have one waiting for Jason, but he's got to come to New York to visit me to get it. But yeah, T-shirt gang, and they're expanding their product line. The cool thing about T-shirt gang that I really like is, well, obviously the white label fulfillment is huge. So you have your brand loyalty through the entire thing. They don't see anyone else's invoicing. They don't see anyone else's company name. The other thing is that they have a shipping facility both in Buffalo, New York, and also in Toronto, Canada. So that means you're not paying $8 per shirt to ship to Canada. It stays one flat fee even for Canada. So any shirt that has done well, you know, for certain niches in the States, now you can take that and open up in a completely new demographic, in a completely new audience in Canada, and people won't be deterred, you know, from paying $8 to ship a shirt.
I put in that chat box there, I added a link of an eBay listing of some animal cell phone covers that I've sold quite a bit of, and like the question there earlier is how you do this fulfillment. It's very simple. You just buy it right from this eBay listing, add that name and address, and you're taken care of.
Yep, and that's exactly the process that I use as well. And we use eBay, we use Amazon. You know, all you have to do is a little bit of research. You know, for instance, let me go through right now and show you exactly how we find fulfillment providers. So let's go to eBay. So here's that camera case. I have that bookmarked, so that's why it popped up first. So that was for the S4. That's not even for the S3. But let's just go back home to the eBay homepage, and let's say your niche is firefighters. And that just happens to be a niche that I am in. I have about 35,000 firefighters on my list. So we'll type in firefighters just for now, and we'll click buy it now because we want to make sure we can buy it and have it shipped right away. So there's still 127,000 items for sale for buy it now pricing, and free shipping, as you can see here. So let's narrow it down, and on the left-hand side we have buy it now. Now I'm going to do the USA only. So we're not waiting 4 weeks for, you know, a product to come in from China. So we have buy it now, USA only. If you want to do free shipping, you can. I leave that on there. So let's say you want to start with a phone cover. Let's just type in Note 3. Note 3 cases have sold really, really well for me. It's not the newest phone, and it's not the newest, latest and greatest, but Note 3 cases have done really, really well. I think it's a matter of, because it's so big, I have a Note 3. People want to protect it. They want to make sure they have a case for it, and if it speaks to their personality, if it speaks to their passions, you know, it's a no-brainer for them to pick it up. So we typed in firefighters Note 3, and these are the results. There's 54 different results here. This is a skin decal sticker. We have a hard case for firefighters that are anywhere from $12 to $15. And $17. Some of these are metal plated phone covers here. Some of them are engravable. That's something you could offer. Customizable phone covers can go of upwards of $30 to $35, even $40, depending on the niche. So here are some of the products, and then you can just go through, and when somebody makes a purchase, say for $25, you go and find that Note 3. You can pick the quantity and have it shipped directly to that that consumer. Now people are asking, well, what about, they're going to get a package from eBay that says, you paid $14.99 for it and I bought it for $25. Well, what we do is we contact these providers. We send them a message and say, hey, we have a lot of sales that we'd like to bring to you. The only thing we ask is that you don't include invoicing or branding. Is that something that interests you? And, you email or send messages to 10 people, you'd be surprised at the response you get.
Who doesn't want to grow their business, right?
Yeah, and actually I just found this here. This is interesting. I haven't seen this before. How cool is this? A composition notebook cell phone cover. How many different niches? Teachers. Yep, that's what I'm thinking. And you get fast and free shipping. So this would cost you $11.99, not a penny more, to get that shipped and delivered to whoever would purchase this from you from product pages. And it would get shipped directly.
$19.99 and then another fee for shipping, and you get to bank all that.
Not to mention, a T-shirt on the back end, and then you have your lead from there on out. So hopefully that clarifies a few questions about finding products and places to source.
So Julie asked, just trying to get this right. So this is all based on WordPress. So product pages is based on WordPress, and then of course the fulfillment centers are, whatever website they have. But product pages is WordPress. It's a WordPress theme.
Yeah, I really like this. I want to talk about this post real quick, Jason. I'm sorry to cut you off, but
yeah, go ahead.
This was just from the 29th. It was from last week, and it was somebody using product pages, and he was asking how he can upgrade his account. So he's never had a list before. He's never been able to build a list before, but where does he post? So he says, I'm at 500 subscribers for 19, but I'm going to need to increase that. How do I do that? And I jumped in because I have a lot more than 500. I'm up to about 100,000. So I told him that, we'll automatically upgrade him. But then he says here, wow, thanks a lot. I'm currently at 510 subscribers, only thanks to product pages and this group of people. And then he made another post down here, and this was impressive. He only has one product, but he said it looks like he has a passionate audience and a good product. I have 2 ads for it. One is 2 cents per engagement. The second is 1 cent per engagement. That is dirt cheap traffic.
So how cool is this? This guy's never even built a list, and with product pages, he's already built a list of 500 people in his niche market, and he's getting 1 cent plus engagement on his products. So this guy's well on his way to being successful. Well, he already is successful with this now, but he's on his way to being even more successful. So we still have some questions. Gary said he's in, and he just requested access to the Facebook group. So we'll approve you very soon, Gary, as soon as we jump off of this. How does the payment to T-shirt gang work? Okay, Roger, so that's a good question. Basically the way it works is, so the customer buys from your product page. So say they buy a T-shirt for $20. Now you get that instant payment because the checkout cart on product pages, the built-in checkout cart is PayPal, where you put in your PayPal email. So when your customer pays $20 for the T-shirt, you get an instant payment for $20. Then when you log into your T-shirt gang back office, you're going to see the order in there for the T-shirt that was just placed on your product page, and maybe it's going to be $10. So now you turn around and just pay the $10 fee out of your $20 payment. You turn around and pay your $10 fee, and they print and ship the shirt. So that's one big thing I want everybody to understand on this call. Like, even if you've tried Teespring or other platforms, and maybe you didn't have a lot of success, or maybe you didn't have the big budgets to put into Facebook ads, this changes the whole game, because you don't need to tip at 5 or 10 goals, and you don't have to put in all your ad budget, and a week later realize you didn't tip and you just lost a lot of money. Now you get paid for every single shirt you sell. So if you launch a shirt today and you sell 3 shirts for $20 each, you just made $60. Now you log into your back office and you pay the $30, and you just profited $30. So now you can reinvest that money into your ad spend, because every single shirt you sell, you're getting that instant payment. So you can easily scale campaigns that you would not have been able to scale before, because you're not waiting for that tip. You get paid every single time, and you can turn that money around in your ad budget. So now, even if you're only used to selling a few shirts, you can scale big, like the guys with the big budgets, because you're not sitting around waiting forever to get paid.
Yeah, definitely. And Patricia brought up two great questions. So she said, what about driving traffic? How do we get our customers there? And also anti-hack for WordPress sites. So first of all, the software is pretty well protected, and in addition, you can add, that's something that's been discussed in the Mastermind too, a few different free plugins that you can add for maximum security, so you don't have to worry about that. We personally haven't had a single issue with any of our sites, and we have dozens that we use and drive traffic to. Now, in terms of driving traffic, a lot of the strategies that we discussed in the Mastermind group do have to relate to Facebook traffic. So Facebook traffic is a large majority of how people are getting very, very cheap customers to go to their pages and to buy. Now, another way to do it, and this has also been discussed, is depending on what niche you're in. If you're in the teacher's niche, for instance, you can go find groups on LinkedIn for teachers, for middle school or high school or science teachers or music teachers. Contact them and contact the owner of the group and ask them if they would like to do, a special for teachers, whether it's a fundraiser, for something that they can do for their school, or various other avenues you can go with that. But you can contact different groups and associations, forums, and that's an easy way to tap into a large audience, and it's win-win because you're making them money as a fundraiser, and you're also making money as well in getting those new leads. So we have people that are doing that with a lot of success. So it's not essential to do paid traffic, but if a complete newbie can drive one penny engagements, I think you'll find a lot of value in what everyone shares in the group to help you master that.
Liz asking, what's the shipping cost for a T-shirt from T-shirt Gang?
$350 for one? Is it?
I think it's $350 for one shirt, and
if there's three, it's free.
Yeah, there's some kind of discount once you start doing the multiple orders, and as I showed earlier on these screenshots that you see, I do get a lot of multiple orders. Granted, these were for a variety of things, not just shirts. But yeah, and you can also, offer special deals. If you buy 3 shirts, you can get $5 off. You can integrate coupon codes to have your customers save money and to entice them to come back and purchase more products.
Somebody asked, what's the base cost on a T-shirt and how do they change with the number sold? So one good thing about the way that we're set up, it works a little bit different. So like with T-shirt, or Teespring and other campaigns, you have to sell big units, big volume to get the good pricing. With us, it's the same flat fee whether you sell 1 or whether you sell 10. So you're going to get that good price, on just one sale, and that's one thing that makes us very unique. You don't have to hit that volume to get that discount. What's the base price, Sean?
Base price? It's $7 a T-shirt for white. So if you have a white T-shirt with a design that has 13 different colors on it, it will cost you $7 to fulfill.
So you see, that's even better pricing. Even when you hit some of that volume with the other fulfillment centers, you're getting that very low pricing with multiple colors just for one single sale. And, I know some people in the call are thinking like, wow, that's amazing. And it is amazing. Some people can't believe that we have such good pricing with just one printed shirt. But that's the type of opportunity that we've been able to set up here. And on top of that, we even get special perks sometimes. Like right now we have 10% off. You get 10% back. You kind of get 10% off the already base price just for being an awesome product page user.
Right, and like we mentioned before, we work very closely with the owners of T-Shirt Gang, and they're going to be making a lot of big moves within the next few months, especially with the holidays around the corner. And it's really cool to be able to have that synergy, with the fulfillment center. So they take our feedback and are implementing our feedback. They've changed their mock-ups. They've given us the 10% discount. They want us to be successful, as as much as we can be. So it's been a really cool relationship with them, to grow the product line, to grow the options, and to grow everyone's business. All right, and again, the link is, if you want to be one of those first 30, I think we do still have a few spots left. You do get that case study also that I mentioned on how I do the mobile covers and how I scale those. You will get that. It's not available in the Mastermind group. It's not available in the members area. It's only for people on this call that do purchase through productpages.co/Travis. And again, you're not paying the yearly fee. People are asking if there's any other fees associated. You don't pay a fee to use T-Shirt Gang. That's included in that one-time fee of $97. There's no additional fees for other features. Every single feature is unlocked with the agency license. So other programs, sometimes they limit the features. You see the cool timers, but in order to get them, you need to pay an extra $27. That is not the case with product pages. We have put everything into the front end of this. You get the API fulfillment, you get the custom buy buttons, the lead integration. You get everything included with this. So I just want everyone to understand that. So there's no other fees associated with using product pages. Hopefully that answers some questions. We still have people on the call here. What other questions do people have? We're here to help, here to answer anything that you have, whether it's about product pages or funnels. Any questions, go ahead, type them in now.
Yeah, I still see a lot of people on the call too. It looks like 80% of people are still on the call from the beginning. So yeah, guys, like Sean said, I mean, what questions can we answer? If anybody's on the fence, I would hate for you to miss out on this opportunity because of a question that wasn't answered. So, if you're on the fence, ask away so you can get the answer that you need. So you can be a part of this 30, you can get the special case study, and you can lock in the lifetime price for $97. That price is going to change. It's going to be yearly. It's going to be a lot more, and we may even open up a monthly option. But now is your chance to get in at a one-time, lifetime price. You're going to get unlimited license, where you can set up multiple e-commerce stores on multiple domains, set them up for clients, sell them. You're going to get the inside the Mastermind group, which is worth more than $97 by itself. So we're getting some people saying that they're in, just got in. Cool, Timothy, can't wait to see you inside. So we still have a few spots left. So is there any last-minute questions that you need answered so you can take advantage of this special today? And if there's not any more questions, then we can go ahead and wrap this up. I'm getting a lot of people saying that they're in. So let me just check and see how many of these licenses that we do have left.
We have Deanna. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for joining us today. I know it can be tough sometimes to coordinate, jumping on a call, so we really appreciate everyone being on the call with us today. And hopefully you got some value and you could see, what we're doing and how we're scaling our businesses and how it can help you out as well. All right, any last questions before we wrap this up? All right, great. Everyone's saying thank you. All right, well, if there are no more questions, we can wrap this up. Do you guys have anything else you'd like to add before we shut down the call?
No, I'm good. Just want to say thanks to everyone that joined us. I hope you got a lot from this.
Yep, thanks everybody.
All right, everyone, take care.